Hey guys, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, Periscope. Hello, Facebook Live. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for inviting. So listen, I want to talk to you today about fundraising. I want to talk to you about what it is and how to do it effectively. All right? I want to talk to you about what it is and how to do it effectively. Hey, Lady Lacey, good to see you. So guys, I want you to know that fundraising for your nonprofit, it is not a challenge if you do it the right way. All right? It is not a challenge if you do it the right way. All right? So when I'm talking to you about fundraising, it's because I'm a fundraiser. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living. For 34 years, I've raised millions of dollars for nonprofit organizations. So I'm not saying fundraising is something that cannot be done and that it's not done every day, right? There are job positions of professional fundraisers. You go to Google and you say, put in a fundraiser, you put in director of fundraising, you put in development director, and these are people's job to raise money. So what does that mean? That means raising money for a nonprofit can be done. They're hiring people to do it, right? So I want you who are just getting started, just beginning to understand all the ways of fundraising, that you can do it effectively, okay? Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for inviting. Who am I? I am the nonprofit expert. What makes me the nonprofit expert? What makes me the nonprofit expert is that everything that I talk to you guys about, I've done. And not only have I done it, but I've trained thousands of leaders nationally and internationally on also how they can do it, right? So wherever you are, whatever your cause, whatever your community, whatever your organization setup, wherever you are in the process, if you're just starting, if you have an idea, or if you've been going on this journey for a while, wherever you are, I can take you from where you are and show you how to raise money. All right? Show you not only how to raise money, but how to be fully funded. One of the things that I know, having held the position of Vice President of Development, having held the position of the Executive Director, having held the position of Grant Writer, having held all of the positions in the nonprofit, is that in order for positions like myself and others to be paid, we got to be fully funded, right? You've got to be fully funded. You've got to have the means and the strategy and the opportunity to raise money. So I want to talk to you guys today. What is fundraising? What is fundraising? Fundraising is the process of asking for, soliciting, or receiving contributions, all right? It's the process of asking for, soliciting for, and receiving contributions. And you are receiving these contributions, right, through a variety of channels and ways so that you can deliver your program, have great impact, and improve your community, okay? So it is not money that you want to raise just to pay your salary. Your salary needs to be paid because the organization needs to have someone running it, and the running it involves delivering a program, right? So you don't raise money, I just raise money so I can get paid. No. You raise the money so that you are in position to deliver the program that is going to change and impact your community, all right? And your community now believes that your program is valuable. I'm going to be releasing a post, I think today, where it said 72% of donors do not continue to donate because they feel as if the organization has not clearly articulated the community's relevance. Now, this is the key to fundraising. If you guys don't listen to anything else I say, this right here is the key to fundraising. The key to fundraising, because we are an organization that is set up in the community to meet the needs of our community. We are set up to change lives, and those lives impact the community as a whole, right? So 72% of donors say we don't continue to donate. Why? Because the impact of the organization is vague. Now, you may think it's clear, but it doesn't matter what you think. If the person that you are soliciting, inviting, engaging, informing, wanting to buy into and believe that what you're doing is important, and if they're like, it's vague, I'm not really clear on what they do, then they're not going to continue to give, right? So what do I say every day? I say there are 3 reasons that nonprofit organizations fail financially. The first one is we do not have a plan or a strategy. Number 2, we are not effectively articulating impact, right? Now, this is the proof. 72% of donors say we stop giving. Why? Because the impact is vague. And we're not sure how relevant, we're not clear how relevant the organization is to the community. And so they're like, we're not going to continue to give. Now, doesn't that make sense? I don't want you guys to walk away feeling like, oh my gosh, my program, no one will support, no one will support. They will support. They will support. And they're asking, they're saying, listen, we just want to know what their impact is. We want it to be clear. I submit to you that many of your board members are not helping you fundraise. Why? Because it's vague. They're not quite clear on what it is exactly that you do, nor are they clear on how to articulate it to the people in the community. I submit to you that your board right now is not as effective in helping you fundraise. Why? Because they are not clear about, they're not able, they don't feel comfortable clearly articulating your organization's impact. Now, they know you do a whole lot of activity. They know y'all are real busy, right? But if your donor is not clear of how relevant your program is, and if they're not clear what the impact is, they will not give. Could that be why you don't have any money? Right? So we're not running around asking for support, collaborations, partnerships, and we're not able to clearly articulate that. Clearly articulate it, and bam, that's the key to fundraising. As my job, what is my job? My job is to go out and to find partners, collaborators, funders, right? That's my job. You guys Google fundraiser. You Google director of development. You Google vice president of development. You Google donor relations person, right? What is that person's job? That person's job is to go out and raise money. That means the money is there. How does that person do that job? They do that job by clearly articulating the impact and being able to share the relevance. Bam, that's it. Okay? So what is fundraising? Fundraising is the process of asking, soliciting, and seeking contributions that are going to help support the organization to deliver impact. All right? That's what fundraising is. Now, this is what I'm going to be showing people in the fully funded masterclass. All right? This is where I'm excited because I want you all to know what makes fundraising important, because many of you all are not spending as much time fundraising. Many of you guys are spending more time trying to figure out how to pay for it out of your pocket. Many of you are spending more time trying to figure out, how do I pay for this thing out of my pocket? You're not putting the emphasis on, why is it important that I know how to fundraise? Why is it important that I get my community involved? Not just the community of people that are in my program, but why is it important that I also get the donors, the partners, the collaborators, the funders, the volunteers also involved? Why? Because we need those ongoing cash funds, right? Support, evangelists. We need the testimonies. We need the people who are in decision makers to understand the awareness of why our program is so relevant and important. If you're doing it all by yourself, if you're paying for it all by yourself, if nobody but you is contributing to what you're going through, then your community is like, we don't see why this is relevant. That then impacts sustainability. That then impacts legacy. And these are words that your donors and partners and funders want to hear. They want to hear words like impact. They want to hear words like legacy. These are words that inspire, that motivate, that engage your donor to give. Not because I had a passion and God said. Not because this is something that I've always wanted to do. No. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? All right? I'm excited because on February 7th, I'm going to really be showing some organizations not only what fundraising is, but what are the fundraising strategies. Now, this is why I believe that many of you guys don't have any money. And this is why many of you all don't think that fundraising is important. But I hope that you catch what I'm about to drop right now. I'm about to drop some nuggets, all right? Listen to this. Where do your strategies of fundraising come from? How right now are you raising money? How right now are you raising money, right? So you've got individuals. And these are some things, guys, that we're going to be walking through in the fully funded master in the fully funded masterclass, the 6-week masterclass. Okay, because I believe that once you understand and once you do it, I don't want you just to understand it. I want you to do it. I want you to do what I do and have been doing for 34 years. I want you to get excited about giving your community an opportunity to see something that is relevant and that see something that is impactful and be given an opportunity to support it. All right, so let's talk about individuals. Let's just talk about one stream of income. Individuals, all right? So these are the many ways that individuals give. How many ways are you giving individuals to give other than events? Other than events, how many of these ways are you giving individuals an opportunity to give? Now, this again, as a professional fundraiser, I have got to give all of these individuals every single way possible to give to our organization. Whatever way they want to give, that ain't I don't got a dog in that fight. I don't care how they want to give. I just want to make sure that I give them enough options to give. Right? So what does it say? I've got individuals. So now, what do I've got mail. I've got online. I've got events. I've got face-to-face. I've got capital campaigns. I got my regular donors. I've got my annual donors. I've got my major donors, right? I've got my planned gifts. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ways, at least 9 ways for individuals to give to your organization. Hey, TechSpark, do you understand what I'm saying? So when you're talking about, Jen, we don't have any fundraising, we don't have any ways, then this is how you raise funds. You you set up the system, you make the opportunity, and you build out the engagement plan. Strategy, articulation. Now, what does that mean? That means I've got to articulate to all of these ways. I've got to give people an option. Listen, guys, fundraising is not hard. I know for many of you, you're like, oh my God, Jen, it's just so much work. Oh my God, it's so much work. Honey, why is it important that you fundraise? Because your organization needs sustainability. That's the only way it's going to get a legacy. That's the only way it's going to be able to deliver the impact on an ongoing basis. So now I've got individuals. I want you to say to me, how many of these ways are you giving individuals the opportunity to, one, learn about what you do, that you're speaking to them in a way that causes your organization to be and to appear relevant, and you are articulating impact to them, right? So how many ways are you giving them an opportunity to give? You got mail, you've got online, you've got events. Many of you are only doing events, right? You've got face-to-face, you've got capital campaigns, you got regular annual donors, you've got monthly donors, you've got planned gifts, and you've got major gifts. 9 ways. 9 ways. 9 ways. When do you get the ebook? The ebook was sent out at the same time the video was. Check your spam. And if you didn't get it, send me an email. But everybody was sent out the ebook who got it, as well as the video. I saw them go out. All right, so check your spam if you didn't They went out. All right. If you didn't get it, let me know. Okay. The other thing, guys, is that now you've got what? Businesses and companies. You paid with a check. It hasn't cleared yet. You paid with a PayPal check that's still processing. I saw yours. You paid with a PayPal check. They said it was going to take a couple of days to clear. So as soon as it clears. Am I right? All right. So now, you are talking about all the ways of fundraising. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay? You're talking about all the ways of fundraising and why fundraising is important. You got individuals, 9 ways to give individuals an opportunity to give to your organization. Number 2 is you've got what? Companies. So now we're going to investigate how many ways are you enabling companies to give and to see your organization as relevant, because again, 72% of donors say that they continue to give because they believe that the organization, they're clear about the organization's relevancy and they're clear about the organization's impact. All right. So now you are saying companies. How do companies give? Companies give by matching gifts. Thank you so much for the hearts. Companies give by corporate gifts. Company gives, they give by volunteer gifts, right? And they give in-kind donations. How many of these ways are you inviting, informing, engaging, and inspiring companies? Sponsors, Jen, I need a sponsor. Okay, so that's one corporate gift. That's one gift, a corporate gift. All right, that's a corporate gift. But you also want to make sure that you are doing in-kind, that you're doing matching gifts, that you're doing volunteer gifts as well, that you are even engaging their employees who come and serve with your organization to also possibly potentially get paid by the company for supporting your organization, right? So if the company supports you and you now get access to their employees, now you've got an opportunity to share your relevance and importance to the employees of that company. So outside of the corporate gift, they got a whole company full of people. Who write checks, people? Who write checks, people? Right? Okay. And then you've got foundations. You've got corporate foundations. You've got private foundations. All right? You've got government grants. So guys, I've listed for you 9, 13, 16 ways to fundraise. Why is your organization not fully funded? Fully funded. I am helping. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you. Guys, this year, right now, I am helping 1,000 organizations to be fully funded. And I am super excited about the upcoming fully funded masterclass starting February 7th, honey. We are going to go 6 weeks of implementing and executing all of these ways to fundraise. And if you are not right now actively pursuing these ways to fundraise, that might be why you don't have any money. And if you think that the investment that you're making right now to pay for fundraising out of your pocket, you're missing out on the opportunity for why do donors give? Why do donors give? They give because of impact. Why do donors continue to give? 72% says we continue to give because we see our organization as relevant. And you see the organization as relevant and you understand the impact. That if the impact is vague, now let me tell you this. If you think funding your organization out of your own pocket, that's as vague as it comes for a donor. That's as vague as it comes for a foundation. Because they're like, well, how come nobody else sees this program as relevant? How come you're the only one? How come you're the only one who sees this program as relevant? You paying for it out of your pocket. That does not impress a donor. A donor says, if this program is relevant, and if this program has clear impact, then they want to support it. Does this make sense? I need y'all to understand this makes sense. What is fundraising? How do you fundraise? How do you fundraise? You fundraise by sharing with your community, by educating, inspiring, influencing, motivating, right? Engaging around why your organization is relevant and the impact of your organization, not just for the people in your program, but as your community as a whole. Now, what does that mean? That means I've got to be able to speak to all of these audiences in a way that's clear to them. It may be, listen, if it ain't vague to you, it ain't vague to nobody else either. If you sitting there struggling, trying to figure out, how do I say it? Jen, I know what I want to say, but I just don't know how to say it. Vague. Jen, I know what I want to do, but I just don't know where to start. Vague. Jen, I have an idea, but I don't know how to take it to the next. Vague. Can we be real? Can we just say what it is? Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart. Come on. And if your board is not out, running out the door, excited about how to articulate your impact, it's vague to them too. They believe in you. They said yes to you, but it's vague in their mind how to think about it and how to say it. It's vague. They're not clear. They're not confident. That's all we got to do is make them clear and confident. Bam, bam, bam. Let's make this thing happen. There are no hurdles in fundraising. There are no obstacles in fundraising. There are no fears and insecurities in fundraising. Why? Because as a fundraiser, I am able to speak about what makes my program relevant. I'm able to share why my organization is impactful and why that's important. Now, if you are struggling with that, that's why you ain't got no money. Money is not missing. Money is not hiding. Money is not knocking at your door. That's not it. These are the rules of fundraising. Does this make sense? Hey, Lady Melinda. Does this make sense? I'm excited, y'all. Y'all may be sitting around thinking, Jen, I gotta start, I gotta fundraise. I gotta fundraise, Jen, but I don't know where to start. You're vague. Then let's get you clear. Let's get you clear. That's it. People are hired every day. I get hired to go into an organization that I've never worked in, right? I get hired to go into the Girl Scouts. I get hired to go into the Red Cross. I get hired to go into the Black AIDS Institute. I get hired to go into the Los Angeles Mission. I get hired to go into all of these places. And all I have to do as the professional fundraiser to do my job is to go in there and say, okay, this is how we articulate that we are relevant. This is how we articulate that we're going to have impact. Let's go. I can do the same thing for you. I can show you how to do it. Who's ready to be shown how to do it? I am sick and tired of being sick. I know I'm sick and tired. Are y'all not sick and tired? I mean, y'all should be sick and tired. Sick and tired of sitting around talking about what you want, but then not being clear about how to go get it. You have an opportunity to go get it. What's the problem now? Listen. If your organization is not relevant and it's not important and it's just something that you want to do, then don't fundraise. Don't do that. All right? Don't take away from the resources that need to go to an organization that can articulate. And this is what makes it competitive. This is what makes it competitive when you're out to decide you want to write a grant. And this is also why you don't want to listen to these people who tell you all you need is a piece of paper. First thing you need to do is go out and get your paperwork. No, the first thing you need to do is to be able to articulate how your program is impactful and be clear about what makes it relevant. Now, you do that first. Then you file this paper and you can go out and talk to what? All of the businesses, all of the individuals, all the corporations. You can now have any conversation. Do you guys understand that? You should be able to speak to any audience about what makes your organization relevant and impactful. And if you're not able to do that, then they're listening. Vague, 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 vague. In order for me to do my job, I've got to be able to say, how do I articulate this? You guys who were here yesterday and you saw me interview Lady Louise, who came in from Africa. I've never been to Africa. I've never been to her organization. She and I meet on Zoom, right? She hired me to help her organization raise money. She was like, we are desperate, Jen, desperate. All right. And she was like, listen, we cannot afford to lose any money hiring you, honey. She done made her money back what she done paid me. She done made it back about 4 times already. Okay. And it ain't even been 6 months. She done made her money back. All right. Her investment back. And we still going. So she was like, we ain't got no money, Jen, to be playing around. So I'm going to need you. How quickly? I know y'all are asking the question. How quickly, Jen, are you going to be able to help us raise money? How quickly, Jen, are you going to be able to help us raise money? When I get hired for a job and I walk in and after I done left HR and they done led me to my desk and gave me the key to the door and they gave me the code to the phone, right, to check my emails, I can't sit around twiddling my thumbs talking about I don't know what I'm supposed to do first. I got to be able to produce what? Generating income immediately. Because every month that money does not come in that door is every month salaries are in jeopardy of not being paid. Lights are not going to stay on. This building needs to pay the lease and the rent. I'm saying to you, how important is fundraising? What is fundraising? Fundraising is your opportunity to invite, to inform, to engage around what? The relevancy of your program and the impact. They give you money and support on an ongoing basis. Why? Because they want your relevant, impactful program to continue. It is not an issue of, Jen, I got a piece of paper and now I want somebody's money so that I can give it to somebody else. That's not what makes it relevant. Does this make sense? So listen, I just wanted to come on and I just wanted to challenge you. I just wanted to say, listen, why is fundraising important to you? And then you've got to be able to answer that for the donor. They're like, why are you coming to me for funds? Why are you coming after my money? You want my hard-earned resources. And it's not like they're stingy. This is a $3.3 trillion industry. $3.3 trillion industry. Should I say that again? $3.3 trillion industry. There's no shortage of money. To do what? To support relevant and impactful programs. That's it. What's the key to fundraising? I just need to know how relevant my organization is, and I need to know how to articulate impact. I say that every day. 3 reasons that nonprofit organizations fail. 1, I don't have a strategic plan on how to get to the donor, what to say to the donor, how to express and articulate, which is number 2, right? Why my organization is relevant and impactful. And number 3 is that I, as a leader, I don't know. I've never worked in a nonprofit. I've never successfully fundraised, Jen. All I know how to do is events, which is 1 out of 8 ways. So if all I'm doing is 1 way and there were at least 8 others, well, no wonder I don't have any money and no wonder I'm exhausted. Because I'm using 1 way and there are 8 to be fully funded. No wonder you're tired. But that's you as the leader. You've got to make a decision. I need to elevate. So Lady Louise said, listen, I'm tired. I'm in my own way and I need help. And because she reached out for help, for what? Funds. She said, Jen, I need money. I said, okay, we're not going to talk about money. She said, we need to talk about money, Jen. I said, we're not going to talk about money. Y'all can't even imagine that conversation that we had. She was like, but I need money, Jen. I said, I know you need money, Lady Louise. I know you do. We're going to get you some money. I promise you. We're going to get you some money. We're just not going to talk about money. I think I don't talk about money when I go and talk to a donor. If they ask me how much we need, I'm going to tell them. But I don't go in talking about money. I go in saying, what do you know about our organization? And what do you know about the need that our organization meets? And what do you know about what makes our organization relevant to your concern? If you are concerned about the needs of this community around this target audience, do you see how our organization is relevant? If they see that, then they're likely to give. But it ain't just, let me knock on the door, Jen. Let me knock on the door. Jen, I need money. Jen, I need them to give me money. That's not how it works. That's why many of y'all are afraid. Afraid of rejection. Jen, what if they say no? Are they going to say no that your organization is not relevant? Are they going to say no that your organization does not meet a need? Are they going to say no to the impact you guys are having? What are they going to say no to? Exactly what are they going to say no to? I'm lost. Because I don't go in expecting them to say no. I go in expecting them to say, you all are going to see and understand why we're relevant. You may not know it. Why may they not know it? Because they're not down on the zip codes that we're working in. They're not hanging out with the audiences that we work in. They're not aware of the ins and outs. You all hear what's going on with 45. And these people that he got around him, and they are totally detached and uninformed. Now, it's going to take somebody standing up and saying, let me tell you why this is important. And let me show you why this is relevant. Are you that voice? Are you that influencer? Are you that one that has the hand on the pulse of what is really happening to the community that you serve? If you're not, and you're vague, they're vague. Does this make sense? Y'all, I get excited about this kind of stuff because I'm like, let's go get it. I got 1,000 leaders that I am going to help get fully funded in 2019. And I ain't playing at this thing. I am excited. Yeah, God, I'm excited. On February 7th, I'm meeting with some of the leaders who have already signed up this evening, and we are going through their fundraising systems, and I'm saying, all right, what are y'all doing? And then what are you not doing? Because those spigots of resources that are not yet opened, we about to open them. And that's exactly what I did with Lady Louise. She was telling me what they weren't doing. She was telling me what they didn't have. We went all down this list, and I gave her about 20 minutes to just blah. Jen, we don't have this. Jen, we don't. I let her get it all out. I let her get it all out. Because, you know, it's important. It's important to be a good listener and just let them get it all out. She got it all out. And I said, this is what we're going to do. Now, y'all got to be open to doing something that you've never done before. You got to be open to trusting somebody that they know what they're talking about. And I'm not giving you information. We're going to execute. I said to her, you paid me to execute. You didn't pay me to come in here and inspire you. You didn't pay me to come in here and say, okay, now this is what we need to do, and this is what you need to do. No, I said this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, and this is how we're going to measure it at the end of the month. That's my job. My job is to come in and say, let's raise some money. If you are ready to really stop talking about raising money, don't get on my calendar telling me that you need to raise money, but you're scared. I'm scared, Jen, I'm scared. I understand. I get it. I get it. When she paid me, and she paid me. Yes, she did. She paid me in full. Well, not in full, technically. She paid me. And she was like, Jen, we ain't got no money to waste. We ain't got no money. And, no. If I give you this, you got to get it back. I said, no problem. And you all heard me yesterday. I've never been to Limpopo, Africa. I've never been to her organization. I just met the woman. And I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. And we've done it. And she said that she's raised more money in the last 6 months than she's raised total the last 6 years. Her organization is 10 years old. The last 6 months, she's raised more than what she's raised combined in the last 6 weeks. That's what she said. I didn't say that. That's what she said yesterday. Who's ready to raise some money? Who's ready to share the relevancy of your organization? That's how you raise money. Who's ready to get outside of your head thinking only about program? Your donors don't know anything about program. Your donors don't know about why you started it and what you do and all. That's not what they give to. So you've got to be able to clearly speak to the donor about what's important to them. They give because the organization is relevant. They give because the organization is able to share impact. They give because they're able to see legacy. They're not interested in giving to an organization that doesn't have a plan to sustain itself. and you being the only donor, and you relying on one stream of income, let me do some events, What's your fundraising plan? My fundraising plan, Jen, is that we're going to have some events. Well, that's going to happen, what, like every quarter? What about the rest of the time? Guys, fundraising is not hard. It's a job. It's a fun job. I enjoy my job. I love my job. I love my job. And now my job is to help 1,000 leaders to become fully funded. That's my job right now. 2019, my entire job is to work with organizations like Lady Louise, like Zakia, like some of the others that are my clients to help them to be fully funded. That's my job. If you all want to be a part of, no longer just let's open up your notebook and let's really look at your organization and let's look at the opportunities that you have to fundraise. Let's just do it. What you waiting on? You scared? I get it. But I really don't get it when you keep sitting still. What is the plan? If you don't do this, what is your other option? If you don't do this with a professional fundraiser, what is your other option? I know many of you will say, oh, Jen, I'm just going to go watch. I'm going to do more research. How many different, what else are you going to research? What else are you going to research and not implement? I'm serious. What else? What are you waiting on? Well, Jen, I just need to go do some more. I need to think about it some more. I need to research some more. Do you have any webinars? How many webinars have you watched? How many? Hey, good to see you, Apostle. All right. This is the time. This is the time. My entire focus in 2019 is to work with leaders who want to be fully funded. All right. What does fully funded mean? Fully funded means we have every single stream of revenue open. That means we are clearly articulating our relevance and our importance through every channel of opportunity and communication. We are sharing online. What is the ways to get to individuals, right? So you guys want these donors? You want these donors? Where are these donors at? Where the donors at, Jen? Right? So you've got mail, you got online, you got events, you got face-to-face, you got capital campaigns, you got regular donors, you got annual donors, you got planned gifts, you got major gifts. 9 different ways to reach individuals. 9. Are you reaching all 9? All right? Now you got companies. We got matching gifts. We got corporate gifts. We got volunteer gifts. We got in-kind donations. All of them you need. We need grants, right? You need to get private funds. You need the community funds. You need to get possibly some government or state funds. As a fundraising strategy, it is not the lack of funds that's the problem. Knowledge is what makes us perish, y'all. Lack of knowledge, I'm telling you. It ain't money. It's lack of knowledge. I'm here to help those who want to be helped. That's it. I'm only here. I'm speaking out. I'm calling forth the 1,000. I'm believing for the 1,000. I swear to you. I am believing that the 1,000 will say, Jen, I'm ready. I'm ready. Why? Because my program is impactful. My program is relevant. My program, Jen, is set up to make change. I am one of the 1,000, Jen. My program is impactful. My program is relevant. My program is innovative. My program, Jen, is created for change. Many of you who are sitting there, you guys are not ready. You're not ready, and that's fine. But I am calling for the 1,000 that say, Jen, my program is relevant. My program is impactful. I just need help in articulating it. That's it. I just need help articulating it. I need help being able to structure it in my mind. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know how to do what I've never done before. I need you to show me, Jen, so that I can go out and be fully funded, so that I can deliver a relevant program, so that I can change lives. I'm calling forward that 1,000. If you are that community leader, if you are that finger on the pulse of change, get into this masterclass starting February 7th. 6 weeks of fundraising. I just finished one of my clients. When she came to me, she had $0 in the bank. She was so afraid. She was crying. She was crying. She had one of her board members. She and her board member was on the phone crying. They were like, Jen, we don't have any money. And Jen, we done gone to classes. And we done had people say that they could help us, Jen. And they didn't. And we done spent money. And Jen, this is all we have. You know how we do. This is all we have. I was like, I heard you. I got it. I got it. This is all you got. I got it. I heard you. I heard you. Now, Jen, this has got to work. This has got to work. I know. I heard you. We're going to make it work. I promise. Y'all, she went from $0. She's like, I got 10. And now she's crying because she got $10,000 in the bank. Now she and her board member are crying. Oh, my God, Jen, we got $10,000 in the bank. I just can't believe it. Oh, my God. I just can't believe it. I was like, the tears just keep coming. She had me crying. I was like, man, I'm happy for you. We ain't done yet, but wonderful. We got more to do. Wonderful. I am an expert. I am here to take you by the hand. I'm here to show you how. If you are the 1,000, I want to work with you. If you say, Jen, now is it ready? 2019, because many of y'all came out of 2018, came out of 2017, talking about what you ready gonna do, still ain't done it yet. I say we do it. That's if you ready. I don't want to drag nobody, because I want us to go skipping and hopping and jumping, sharing relevancy, sharing importance. Because right now there are 1,000 people waiting for a solution, praying for a solution to their problem. You just need to communicate how your organization is relevant as a solution, relevant as innovative, relevant as being able to produce impact through your program. All right? If you guys want to work with me, an expert, if you guys want to learn how to do it from a person who's done it and trained thousands nationally and internationally to do it, it doesn't matter what your program is. It does not matter where you're located. It does not matter what your cause is. It does not matter. As a professional fundraiser, that means I can raise money for any organization, any day of the week, and any way. All right? That's my job. So my job is to show you how. My job is to give you the information, the instruction. My job is to take you by the hand and cause you to be successful. You guys heard it from Lady Louise. When she came to me, she was like, I was at the end of myself, and I knew I needed help. If you are one of those leaders that say, Jen, I know I need help, and if we don't get the funds raised for our organization, our doors are going to close, and we're not going to be able to continue our program. If you believe that your program is relevant and impactful, and you now just need to share that in order to get the funds, I can help you. All right? Go to bit.ly/fullyfundedlive. bit.ly/fullyfundedlive. FULLYFUNDEDLIVE. bit.ly/fullyfundedlive. All right? That is the 6-week program. We begin February 7th. Every Thursday for 6 weeks, we are going to raise money. Listen, if y'all come in there ready, with your cup open, we're going to raise some money, y'all. Let's make it happen. All right? We're going to show you exactly how to do it. If, in fact, you say, Jen, I'm really not sure, I'm not sure, get on my calendar, bit.ly/time with Jen. bit.ly/time with Jen. The T, the W, and the J are capitalized. The T, the W, and the J are capitalized. All right? Get on my calendar. Let's talk about it. But listen, guys, I really want you to come to me saying, I want to be one of the 1,000. All right? If you're coming for information, but you're not ready to execute, listen, you watch my lives. You guys continue to take notes. You guys continue to just sit on the sidelines. I am looking for the 1,000 to come forward. All right? The 1,000. Please do not take spaces on my calendar if all you want is more information. But if you want information about how you can sign up and work with me, if you are wanting information to say, Jen, I'm ready to get started, then I really want to talk to you. Please help me reach my goal, and I'm going to help you reach your goal. My goal is 1,000. Your goal is fully funded. My goal is 1,000. Your goal is fully funded. I want to help 1,000 organizations be fully funded. That's what I want for this year alone, 2019. All right? So if you are that, I'm asking you to come forward. Like at the altar. Come on down to the altar. Come on down. I got a handshake and a hug and a book and a manual and a big God bless you. Let's get going. Kind of, welcome to the family of fully funded nonprofits. Welcome to the family of fully funded nonprofits. All right, this is what I do, and this is what I want to introduce you to as well. All right, bit.ly/fully funded lives. Sign up. As soon as you sign up, we begin to work with your program. We begin to put things in place. I've got a couple of appointments I got coming up for some people who are in the program this evening. All right. For those of you who want to just get on my calendar and say, Jen, I just need to figure out if this is the right thing for me. I just want to know if this is what you would recommend. Then get on my calendar, bit.ly/time with Jen. bit.ly/time with Jen. All right. If you're at a place where you're like, Jen, I don't know what. I've got 10 ways to get new donors. 10 ways to get new donors. It comes with an ebook and it comes with a video. An ebook and a video. All right? It's $30, $29.99. It comes with 10 ways to get new donors. 10 ways to get new donors. And I am in the video are going through each of those 10 ways. It's $29.99. Right? $29.99. Okay? $29.99. You can go to paypal.me/JY-consulting, paypal.me/JY-consulting, and you can get that fully the 10 ways to get new donors. All right? Any questions for me? Any questions at all? Any questions? Listen, guys, get out of your way. Get out of your way. All right? Get out of your way so that the people in your community that need your result of impacting your program can be serviced. Okay? That's what Lady Louise said yesterday. She said she had to get out of her own way and realize that she didn't know what she didn't know. And she had gone as far as she could go. And she said, I knew I couldn't go any further. And in order for our organization to continue without closing its doors, I knew I needed to get some help. And I was able to help her quickly. Okay? Let me help you quickly. Get out of a financial deficit that's causing a strain on your momentum, a strain on your passion, a strain even on your focus. Because many of you are focusing on the money and not the impact. Many of you are focusing on the money and not articulating how your organization is relevant. All right? Let me help you. Let me help you. There's no fear when you're working with an expert. I got you. Do it afraid, and we'll be happy on the other side of this, right? We'll be happy on the other side of this. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for the shares. Thank you to the replay viewers. Those of you who are in the community, listen, Mark is going to begin evicting people from the community that do not participate, all right? So for those of you who are active and watching me, I need you to like, I need you to do something, comment, because Mark is going to start evicting people who are not active in the community. It's not going to be me. It's going to be Mark, all right? It's not going to be me. It's going to be Mark. He sent out this whole notice, and he said, if you got people in your community who are not active, we will remove them, okay? Mark said it. I didn't. All right. For those of you who are on Periscope, if you would like to join my Facebook community, come on over. It's called Nonprofit Leaders Impacting Lives. Nonprofit Leaders Impacting Lives. I share lives. I share articles. I share grant announcements. I share all kinds of stuff over in that community. So if you would like to be a part, I answer questions, things like that. Join us over on Facebook as well. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your day. I hope that this was encouraging, and I hope that this showed you that fundraising is possible and you can do it. There's no shortage of money. Let's make it happen. All right, guys, I'm excited to be a part of this journey with you. Let's go get fully funded. Let's go. Talk to you later. Bye.